Ready?
Good afternoon. Welcome to the City of Madeira Beach Code Enforcement Hearing. My name is Bart Valdez, and I'm the appointed special magistrate to hear today's cases. I'm a practicing attorney and have been a member of the Florida Bar for over 20 years. I've been appointed to this position in accordance and with the authority set forth in Chapter 162 Florida statutes. It is my role to fairly and objectively review the matters presented. As such, I would like to advise you of certain matters related to today's proceedings. Today's matters will be heard in the order that they appear on the agenda. Every effort will be made to hear all persons having relevant evidence, argument, or comments to offer related to the specific case that is being heard. If you wish to speak today, it is necessary that you be sworn in by the city attorney. In all cases, since the city has the burden of proof, the city will present its case first. The respondent or property owner then will be given the opportunity to refute the city's allegations. Formal rules of evidence do not apply to this proceeding. However, I will exert every effort to ensure that fundamental fairness is afforded to all parties. After hearing all relevant evidence, I will issue an order. The order will be reduced to writing and you will be provided with a copy by mail. Therefore, please make sure that we have your current address. Additionally, you are advised that I do not have the authority to grant you a variance, permit, or special exception of any kind. My role is solely to determine whether a city code has been violated and to provide you a reasonable time to correct the violation by whatever means is available to you. Please be advised that you may be subject to a fine and a lien may be recorded on your property if the violation is not corrected by the compliance deadline. If you wish to present any information to me today, it is necessary that you swear or affirm that you will tell the truth. Therefore, at this time, the city attorney will swear in any witnesses who would like to present anything to me today.
You hold up your right hand. I'm going to swear you under oath. Swear the testimony you're about to give is going to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I swear.
Thank you.
All right, the first case on the agenda today is case number CE 22-0011 relating to the property located at 13100 Boca Siega Avenue. Is the city ready to proceed?
We are.
Please go ahead.
I'm going to call Deputy Moran. Deputy, if you could state your name and your occupation here at the city, please.
My name is Jared Moraine. I'm a deputy with the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, and I'm currently assigned to the city of Madeira Beach as a community policing deputy. Part of my responsibilities there is conducting code enforcement for the city of Madeira Beach.
Thank you. Are you familiar with the property located at 13,100 Boca Siega Avenue here in Madeira Beach?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And has this case come to you as a direct result of a complaint for a short-term rental?
That is correct.
Okay. This property is owned by whom?
Miriam Rodriguez of Los Angeles, California.
How do you know that?
Through the property appraiser website and previous dealings with the property owner.
Okay, so I'd like you to turn to page 3 of 17 in the packet of materials and take a look at that and tell me whether or not you recognize that document.
I do.
And is this the printout from the property appraiser's records that reflects the property owner as Miriam Rodriguez?
It is.
Okay, and if you could turn then to page, it looks like 8 of 17, the tax collector's printout. Does that also show the same individual being the property owner of 13,100 Boca Siega Avenue?
It does.
Okay. Has this case been brought before the special magistrate for a violation of the short-term rental ordinance before?
It has in 2021.
Okay, I'm going to turn your attention to pages 9 and 10 of the packet and ask if you recognize that document.
I do.
Okay, and can you tell the special magistrate what this document is?
This was a finding of fact related to a previous short-term rental violation that was brought before this hearing on April 27th of 2021. It was determined that the property was in violation of R2 zoning at that time.
Okay, specifically section 110-201 of the city code?
That's correct.
Okay. So have you received complaints that the property is being rented as a short-term rental again?
Yes, I have.
Okay. And when was the first time that you went out to the property and that you found another violation in this calendar year, 2022?
So it would have been February 24th, 2022 at 7:05 in the morning.
All right. And what brought you to that location that particular day?
I received a complaint from one of the neighbors who advised that he believed that they were short-term renting the property again.
Okay. Did you go to the property on February 24th?
I did.
Okay. And when you went to the property, did you talk with anybody at the property on that date?
I did. Steve and Diane from Arizona.
Okay. And did you capture this by your body cam? This whole situation by body cam that?
I did.
Okay.
My encounter was captured with the body camera.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and play that body camera. You've got two films or videos on this particular property, correct?
That's right. So number one, this is the initial contact where we established that there was a violation. The second half of this video, I actually came back to post the property with a notice of violation, as I said it for the magistrate, being a repeat. And I was engaged by the renters again a second time. So there's not a buffering in the camera in the second video. But at that time, they wanted to explain to me some of the things that they were told by the homeowner to tell if they were contacted by law enforcement.
Okay, so let's watch these videos. The first one is the first contact.
That's right.
Okay.
And we'll watch this one in its entirety. Hey, good morning, sir. How are you? I'm Deputy Mayor of the Sheriff's Office. I just needed to talk to the homeowner.
Oh, there's no homeowner. We're just renting this place for a couple of days.
Okay, okay. So you don't know homeowner at all then?
No.
All right. Well, I just gotta ask you, not in any trouble, you didn't do anything wrong. How long are you renting this place for?
Just until Sunday morning. We leave Sunday morning.
When did you start renting it?
Last night.
So last night to Sunday?
Yeah.
And where are you from originally?
Arizona.
Arizona. It's beautiful out there too. How much did you pay to rent it?
3200.
Okay. And how did you find it?
Airbnb.
Okay. And what was your first name, sir?
Steve.
Steve from Arizona, huh? All right, you're not in any trouble. You guys didn't do anything wrong. Lady owns the place. There's certain things that they have to do in order to legally rent a home. They're not doing any of that. We've had issues with her in the past. She stopped it for a while. She's doing it again. Not a problem for you guys. You stay, enjoy your vacation. It's going to be a beautiful week. Nothing you need to worry about, but clearly we need to talk to her again. Okay. And even though the house is nice, there's reasons that they do this stuff. They want to make sure that people are renting safe places and not, terrible places. So, all right, Steve. Well, you have a wonderful day. I appreciate it. Enjoy your vacation. All right, thank you.
Okay, then the second video, we're going to go ahead and get started.
Well,
Not doing the correct.
yeah, so if you pause it real quick. Yeah, that essentially the reason this video starts immediately is I didn't go there with the anticipation of speaking with them. I went there to post the property. They came out, wanted to engage in further dialogue. So I activated the camera just to capture that conversation.
Okay.
That's part of the issue is, like I said, we've dealt with her before. That's why I came out here and posted it, but she knows, but that's interesting. She told you not to park in the driveway?
Yeah.
Well, she told me to lie, and now that you're
Yeah,
here,
she
I
wanted
can't
us to
lie.
lie.
I'm not gonna
I'm not
lie.
lying to the sheriff. Sorry.
Yeah, and there's no reason to, because you guys didn't do anything wrong. You're just
No,
here
she
enjoying
said
yourself.
You see how they are and this and that.
Oh, they might
You
make
gotta-
you leave. They're gonna
You
force
got,
you to
they're
leave.
gonna kick you out. I
No,
said,
we
"They're not
can't.
gonna kick me
We
out."
can't, and we never have, and we wouldn't. It's not you that's at fault, it's her.
What is it that she's in the wrong?
So the city has a couple of requirements in order to rent a property. One, you have to register that property with the city as a rental.
Okay.
And part of the reason they do that is so they know who's renting what, and that they can ensure that the properties are safe. They have what's called a rental inspection, where one of the building inspectors just looks through it and makes sure there's not, and I say things like live wires hanging out of the walls, because that's actually happened. Like I was there when that happened. And
Yeah.
you're renting these homes to people that come here with kids, and there's literal live wires hanging on the wall. So that's one of the reasons that they do that. They do charge them a little bit of what they call a business tax, but it's nominal. It's like $80. It's like, it's very minuscule. And that's just to pay for the inspector's time really to
Right.
come out here. That, and there's different zoning. So this area, there's R1, R2, and R3. R1's the most restrictive, R3 is the least. So basically everything on the water over there is R3. They allow for overnight rentals. R2, which is the second restrictive, is this one, 3 months or more. R1 is 6 months or more. And what happens is you folks are fine. But the problem is next week they run it to people that bring a whole bunch of teenagers out here and they just terrorize the whole neighborhood and the neighbors are up all night and they call all night. So
That's a problem.
and that's kind of the issue. But that's interesting that she told you to lie about it.
Oh, yeah.
Where did she tell you to park? Where?
Over there at
Over there,
John's
I think
Pass.
over there at St. John's Pass. in the
And I
parking
said,
lot.
that's ridiculous. That's unacceptable. She goes, you have to lie. You could stay there. I could just cancel you. I go, why would you cancel me? She goes, well, it'll be okay if you just lie. Oh, they'll try to talk you into it. And I'm like, I'm not in your head.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
not in
No,
your
you guys
world,
have done
man.
absolutely nothing
I'm not
wrong.
in your world. I don't owe you anything, but she called me the day before and told me this. And I go, you knew this. She goes, well, there's something about the codes in the city. They just changed on us. And I knew that 2 weeks ago. And then she said, I have a friend that's renting down the road.
So the last time she went to court for this was April of last year. So she knows.
She knew.
No,
And she still,
yeah.
and by the way, she has it on her website. that
She
there's
still
parking.
has it. You could park in there. Then I said to her, oh, I just changed the parking.
There you
There's no
go.
more parking. I just looked today and I took a screenshot of it
She totally lied there. on the whole-
again.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the difficulty with it is too, is, you know, when you people come on vacation, you shouldn't be put in
No.
positions like
Stressed
that, you know?
about it, yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't be stressed. Nobody's throwing you out. She's
No,
lying.
no, I know that,
Yeah.
but there's taking time out that I have to deal with this. I was at Disney World, the most happiest place, and
Okay,
she's
we can go ahead
calling
and
me.
stop the
And I
video.
said to her, oh,
Mr.
Diane,
Gomez.
you have no, I don't.
Thank you. Okay, so that was with regard to the rental in February from, what were the dates they were renting it from?
From the 23rd through.
Put your mic on.
From the 23rd through that Sunday, the 27th.
So a total of 4 days
That's correct.
for $3,200,
That's correct.
basically $800 a day.
Yes.
Okay. When was the next time that you had contact with renters on that property?
On March 8th, 2022, I went out there and met with Rachel Briggs from Michigan, who was also a short-term renter.
Okay, and do we have body camera video of that as well?
We do. That's going to be the video indicated number 3.
Hey, Mr. Gomez, if you could turn that on.
And that's about 9:07 in the morning. Morning, how are you?
Good morning.
Deputy Mayor of the Sheriff's Office. I was just here to talk to the homeowner.
Yes, I can give her your number.
She's not here?
She's a family friend.
She's a family friend?
Yes,
Are you sure?
yes, she's.
Okay, well, let me explain to you what I know and what I don't know. This is a serious issue here, okay? She tells people to lie to us all the time. I would caution you against doing that because I'm probably asking questions I already know the answer to. So let me tell you what she can and cannot do. She cannot end your stay. She cannot throw you out. You're not in any trouble. You haven't done anything wrong. It's ridiculous. You're parking your car somewhere else and not in the driveway after you pay all this money to rent this. So you're not in any trouble. She has been doing this repeatedly. She has an issue with this and she tells people to lie to us. So I already know what you're going to tell me because I deal with this all the time. What I'm asking you to do is be honest with me. Answer my questions honestly. I go away, you enjoy your vacation, there's no more problems. But she can't throw you out of here and you can park your cars in the driveway. I know she's probably having you park them down at John's Pass in the parking lot, which is ridiculous because it's costing you a ton of money. And it's ridiculous. So what happens is, I'll be honest with you, One leaves, the cleaning people come, the neighbors call, so I already know what's going on here. But what I'm asking you to do is be honest with me. And then we don't have to talk anymore.
We will not be kicked out.
You will not be kicked out. She lies to people. She did it to the last people. In fact, we're going to court with her the end of the week, end of the month for this, and she knows it. She can't kick you out. She's not going to.
Okay.
So do you want to start over?
Yes.
Okay. So I take it you're not the homeowner, then she's not really a family friend.
I apologize.
No, you're fine. I understand. She tells people this every time. We go through this once a week. She's not going to kick you out. What is your name? Just your first name and your last.
Rachel.
Rachel, and I'm sorry, where are you from, Rachel?
Michigan.
Michigan. Michigan, I'm sorry, Rachel, I do need your last name, but I don't need your date of birth or anything.
Okay, Briggs.
Briggs, are you enjoying yourself here? It's a beautiful week to be here.
Yes.
When did you start renting this?
The beginning of this week, so.
What day?
It would have been Saturday.
Saturday, and when are you leaving?
Friday.
Friday, so are you leaving Friday morning or did you rent it all the way through Friday?
Friday morning.
Okay, so you've rented it Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
we
you're-
leave Friday morning.
Okay, so you didn't rent it for Friday, so it's Saturday through Thursday. What did she charge you this time?
It was around 3,900.
Okay,
Yeah.
and how did you find it? Was it like VRBO, Airbnb?
Airbnb, yeah, but it was funny. I looked to check on it. I think she took it off Airbnb.
Yeah, so what she does is she'll put it up, she'll rent it, and then she'll take it off. But I mean, people call us, we know. So it sucks because it puts you in a bad position. So when we first started talking, you said that she's a family friend. I think we've established that's probably not the case. Did she tell you to say that?
Yeah.
Okay. You asked if you could be kicked out. Why would you think that you could be kicked out?
I was told I could be kicked out or that the neighbors might, because she was saying that it happened to another house in the area and they got kicked out.
No, she tells people that that's all. We legally cannot kick you out. Neither can she.
Okay.
And if she tries to call the thing, just call the sheriff's office. And furthermore, this conversation that we're having right now, she's not even going to know about it. Because I'm not going to call her. I'm not going to tell her. I'm not going to send her a letter. We're not going to do any of that. What's going to happen is when we go to court at the end of the month, and she tells me that these were her family friends, we're going to prove that that's not the case. And you're not going to have to come to court. Nobody's going to call you. You don't have to testify. Literally never. I'm not even taking your phone number. You're never going to hear from us again. Where are your cars?
I have one friend who's parked in 134th,
Okay.
that parking lot, and then
Are you guys paying for parking?
yes.
Park your cars here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's a game she plays because she thinks if the cars are here, we're going to know people are here, but we know this is like a weekly thing.
Okay, Mr.
So yeah, I
Gomez.
think that's all I need.
Robin, thank you. Okay, so that was the second time.
That's correct.
They rented it for 6 days for $3,900, about $650 a day.
That is correct.
Okay. And she's rented it one more time after that you're aware of, correct?
That's right.
And when did that happen?
March 18th.
And was that just a situation where you came upon it, or did you get another complaint from the neighbor?
I got another complaint from the neighbors and I went over there to address the validity of the complaint.
Okay, so you went there on March 18th?
That's
At
right.
What time of the day?
That's 8:40 p.m.
Okay, and you have it on body camera video as well?
I do.
Okay, let's go ahead and play that.
Hello. Hey, sir, how are you? I'm Deputy Moran with the Sheriff's Office. I just need to speak to the homeowner, please.
Homeowner. She's not here.
Okay.
I was a friend of.
I'm sorry?
What's wrong?
Are you related to her? Do you know her at all?
Yeah, it's no worries. She's a friend of ours.
She's a friend of ours?
Mhm.
What's her name?
Miriam
Miriam, where does she live?
in LA.
Okay, and how do you know her?
I just know her from work some time ago.
Okay, well, let me tell,
She was sleeping with her.
let me tell you what I know and what I think you probably don't know. We're having some issues here. She often tells people to lie to us. We go through this about once a week.
Oh, what's it?
I would caution you about getting yourself wrapped up by lying to me about it. But let me tell you what she can and cannot do.
Okay.
We are not going to throw you out of here.
Yep.
She is not going to throw you out of here.
Right?
She's not going to end your stay. We literally do this once a week.
Really?
So what I would ask for you to do is tell me the truth. I get the information I need. I get in that truck, I go away, you finish your vacation, you never hear from us again. You're not wrapped up in it at that point. But if you're gonna lie to us, then it kind of changes the dynamic a little bit. So you kind of want to start over?
In what way?
In what way? That she's running this place illegally and she's telling people to lie to us, and she's usually calling them right about the day they get here or the day before and saying, if you don't lie to the cops, they're going to throw you out. The city just changed the law. We've been dealing with her for years. She's lying to you about it.
Yeah.
She usually doesn't even let people park here. So I was really surprised to see your car here. She usually tells people on the last day not to park here. But
Yeah.
I mean, so do you want to start over?
Well, you can let us stay here?
Yes, absolutely not. We cannot throw you out legally. That's all lies.
Yeah.
We absolutely cannot throw you out.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah, it's.
Let's go outside.
So let me tell you what it is that we have to do. We have to determine
Yep.
if you guys are renting it. I think we've kind of figured out that you probably are. And all I need to know is how long you're renting it for, how much you paid for it, and that's it. I'm done.
Yeah, but that's, I think it's too much information.
No,
Why
it's
do you need to know all
really not. Okay, so what's happening here?
I mean, we
is-
can leave tomorrow, so I can take.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah, we'll leave tomorrow.
don't need to
That's
leave.
fine, you know.
No, we are.
No, you're out of here tomorrow?
Oh, yeah,
So you're only here for a couple days?
Yeah.
When did you actually start renting it?
just yesterday.
So just 2 days?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Where'd you guys come from?
So that's, I think that's enough. We can go there. We're here just for 2 days. That's it. We
Okay.
can-
Okay, so that's what I need to know. Where'd you guys come from?
Yep, from Atlanta.
From Atlanta. Okay, that's fine. And I'm telling you, once I leave here, I'm done. We're not gonna throw you out.
We're
You said
about,
you rented it for 2 days. So
Yeah.
did you come here yesterday?
Yes, yeah, that's right. yesterday,
Okay,
last
so
night.
today is Friday.
Yeah, I'm just trying to count the days.
Okay,
Yes,
so you
yesterday.
checked in on Thursday.
We checked in yesterday, we went fishing today.
Okay, so
and
you
we
stayed
leave tomorrow.
Thursday night, you're staying Friday or Friday night tonight, and then you're leaving Saturday morning. Okay. So that's all I need. Friday, Saturday, leaving. I'm sorry, you're saying Thursday, Friday.
just don't tell about the car.
I'm not telling her anything.
Okay.
You guys are, look, you guys
Because
aren't doing anything.
I'm from Clearwater. I'm
Yeah.
renting a place for months in Clearwater.
No, you're fine. I'm not telling her anything. And I'll be honest with you, the car is nothing. The neighbors called. The neighbors saw you come in. So
Yeah,
they called
those
me.
Yeah, yeah, of
neighbors.
course.
It's actually not those neighbors, but
Ah.
it's multiple neighbors. But, so we
Yeah.
got the dates.
But we were not doing any.
You're not doing anything wrong. No, you're fine. You guys, and that's the problem. She puts people in a bad situation because she tries to force people to lie to us. And we kind of already know. We literally, I just did this. The last people were from Michigan. The ones before that were from Arizona. This is just in the last couple days.
Really? Sam?
So yeah, she
But,
knows. In fact,
we smell it, wasn't it? Yeah,
Well,
the bad smell.
We were wondering about it.
yeah. So what did she charge you for 2 days?
I don't think you should.
I mean,
Talk
do you really
about
need to know
that.
We do.
No.
We do.
Why?
Because it's part of the hearing. We're actually going to court on this on the 28th. So that's why I'm trying to get this information from you now so we can be done and over with this and you never hear from us again. I don't want to have to come and get it from you later. That's the point. You're gonna wrap yourself up by not being honest. If you're honest with me,
Yeah,
I go
don't
away and you're never
actually-
done.
I mean, honestly, I don't actually
Yeah,
remember. but
because it's paid by the company.
Yeah,
It doesn't
maybe
know.
$600 or $700 a night or something. I'm not 100%.
Well, do you know what the total bill was?
No. It's not us. We're paying a third company.
Okay, so your company rented it,
Yeah.
and that's fine.
So we don't know the
But
exact
so
bill.
I'm gonna guess at that.
So you're saying 600
It's,
to 700 per night.
I'm thinking that.
And do you know how they found it? Like, was it through like
Sure it's
Airbnb or
both
VRBO? Do you know which one it was?
I'm not 100% sure, but it's one of those two. I'm sure.
Okay, so Airbnb or VRBO, but your company actually rented it. And what was your first name, sir?
Tom.
Tom. And it's Thomas. And like I said, you guys aren't in any trouble. I know you're a little hesitant, but you guys are literally, we're done in just a
Okay.
minute here. What's the name of the company that rented it?
It's WT.
WT? And what is that?
It's Wexler Technologies.
So you guys are like engineers?
Yeah, I'm not. He's not.
Where are they based out of Wexler Technologies? They're from
It's Atlanta.
Atlanta. So, and is this just a like a weekend party for?
Yeah.
Coworkers kind of
No,
thing?
it's a team building.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's it. Fishing is team building,
Okay,
right?
Mr. Gomez, we can go ahead and
So,
shut that off now. Thank you.
All right, so
Okay, so another 2 nights, somewhere between $600 and $700 per night it was rented. Was that the last time that you're aware that she's rented it, at least in this last 2 months?
the only one that I can prove, yes.
Okay. All right. So once you found these violations, did you issue a statement of violation and request for hearing on this case?
I did.
And if you could turn to page 15 of 17, is that the statement of violation that you issued?
It is.
And you cited the property owner, Ms. Rodriguez, for violation of code section 110-201.
That's correct.
And that was because of the fact that she was using a short-term rental for a period less than 3 months at a time.
That is correct.
All right. And you gave her a notice of hearing also to attend this hearing today?
I did.
And is that reflected on pages 16 and 17 of the packet?
It is.
Okay. And did you send these, the statement of violation and notice of hearing to the property owner?
I did.
And how did you send that to her?
I sent it both certified and standard mail,
Okay.
first class mail.
If you could look at page 14 of 17 of the packet, this is titled Special Magistrate Affidavit of Service. Do you recognize this document?
I do.
Okay, and did you sign this document?
I did.
And it reflects that it was sent by, the notices were sent by certified mail and regular mail?
That is correct.
Okay, and did you also post the property?
I did.
Did you post it here at City Hall as well?
I did.
Okay. Have you received anything back from Ms. Rodriguez acknowledging the fact that she's received these notices?
Personally, I have not. However, she did call the city and request some information about the hearing.
Okay, so when you say she called the city, who in fact did she talk to at the city and how do you know that?
She spoke to the front desk clerk, Patty Cordes, who informed me that she had called and inquired about the hearing.
Okay, all right, thank you. So the purpose of today's hearing is to find a violation of the city code section 110-201, correct?
That is correct.
And she was a repeat violator as a direct result of the order that was entered within the last 5 years.
Yes.
Okay. All right, at this point, I don't have any other questions for the deputy. I would tender into evidence the documents that are page numbers 3 of 17 through 17 of 17. Ask that be received in evidence.
All right, we'll go ahead and accept into evidence as exhibit number 1, pages 1 through 17. Mr. Trask, how do you want to deal with the body cam footage and receiving that into evidence?
We'd also like to tender that into evidence too. We can provide it to you in a CD disc.
Or a flash drive.
Or a
whatever's
flash
convenient.
drive.
I don't need it. I just want to make sure it gets preserved within the city because obviously that's important evidence.
We'll do it as a flash drive and we'll keep it as part of the evidence in the case. Ask that be received as well.
All right, we'll label that composite exhibit 2. So all the body cam video footage that you played will be composite exhibit 2 for purposes of the record.
Thank you.
Also for purposes of the record, there does not appear to be anyone here on behalf of the respondent. However, to the extent there's someone who is watching this outside of the chambers or watching this somewhere else, this is the time where the deputy would be subject to cross-examination by anyone, either the property owner or someone on behalf of the property owners or anyone who's going to come forward and cross-examine this witness. Okay, seeing none, there will be no cross-examination. Does the city have anything else?
We have no additional witnesses. I do have a little short closing argument, if I could do that at this point.
You want to do it at this point? You want me to call for public comment and call for the
I'll wait.
respondent? All right. Again, for purposes of the record, there's no one sitting in the commission chambers at this time. However, this would be the opportunity for the respondent or property owner to come forward and provide any evidence, information, or tell me anything the respondent would like me to hear in regard to this proceeding. So if the respondent or anyone on behalf of the respondent wants to come forward, now is the time. Seeing none, we'll move on to public comment. Any member of the public who wants to provide comment in regard to the specific violation may now come forward. Seeing that there is no one in the commission chambers and no one coming forward, we'll now move on to the closing argument for the city.
Thank you. This is a repeat violation of section 110-201. There's been significant testimony and evidence that would reflect that the property owner has in fact rented the property for 12 days in violation of that particular code section, 4 on the first encounter, 6 days on the second encounter, and 2 days in the last encounter, a total of 12 days of violation. We're asking that you find the property owner in violation of that code section for those 12 days and establish a fine of $500 per day. I would note that in the testimony that you've heard today, the property owner has received anywhere from $600 to $800 per night for these stays. We don't want it to be a situation where it's just a cost of doing business with a low dollar amount of fine. And so we're asking that you levy the highest dollar amount of the fine, and even at $500 per day, the property owner will still be ahead anywhere from $1,300 to $1,500 for those 12 days that those people stayed there. So we're asking for the highest fine that you can find at $500 per day. And at this point, I don't have anything further to add.
All right, thank you, Mr. Trask. I do find that the evidence shows there's been a repeated violation and that a $500 a day fine is certainly reasonable based upon the evidence that's presented. Mr. Trask, just because this is a continuing violation, I want to make sure that my order is as thorough as possible. I'm going to ask you to prepare the proposed order and just submit it to my office in Word format,
I will do that.
and I'll sign it as soon as it hits desk. Again, all the relief you're requesting, I'm granting. So you can put that in there and then put whatever findings of fact you'd like and that's consistent with the evidence. And if there's anything else legally that you believe is appropriate for inclusion in the order to comply with the statute, or excuse me, the ordinance, or any other Florida law to support the award for repeated violation or support the conclusions of law for repeated violation, please feel free to include that in there as well.
I will do that.
All right, that concludes the hearing on case number CE 22-0011 for 13100 Boca Siega Avenue. Seeing that there are no other matters on the agenda for today, that will conclude today's special magistrate hearing. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.